the toilets and the streets not to true. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy will talk to the Executive Director for the National Sports Authority, Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi. We go talk what NSA think, what's the sacking of the Leon Stars head coach Mohamed Kalon and other team we don't happen at NSA.
Well, this and plenty other story than for inside the program this morning. Plus, we go talk to the first and president for the Salon Football Association, Thomas Daddy Brahma. We go explain what in role we SLFA play for give contract to Mohamed Kalon during in term we EBB president na SLFA. Members say the list we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl. Members say na Leo Rock Metal Group, the sponsor Radio Democracy, for bringing the program Good Morning Salon Can to you, and this program is powered by Afisel. The list we live from a radio partner them, Radio Shallow 89.5 na Koinaduga and Falabadi Street. Same way so on Radio Maleng 88.5, Radio 1G 101.3 na Pujonde Street, Radio Colente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Ma 105.5 na Kainlao, Vopal Radio na Waterloo, Voice of Sandon Radio 95.7 na Konodi Street, Voice of Karine na Kamakoyo 98.0, Voice of Masoro Pujon District, Advocacy Radio Putloko District, Radio Kat Bami on 106.7 at Tonko Limba, and Earth FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District, and Tongo Radio FM on 107.5 FM. The program na Good Morning Salon will come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can be part of the program by you can send in a message now Radio Democracy Facebook page and YouTube page, or same way so you can send in a message on the number 077 981 981.
The program they continue inside the program. They start to look at issues them inside the program. As representative them na ECOWAS Parliament be then a free tongue for talk about the parliamentary approach where ECOWAS Parliament go use for safeguard states speaking them now the 15 member states them. The Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Sengepo Solomon Thomas say plenty picking them then na states because of failed system them na West Africa. In talk this during the time when they open the ECOWAS Joint Committee meeting. We remember them na the ECOWAS Parliament be all na free tongue. Well, from on this, make we listen to reporter Cherno Jalon.
This na the ECOWAS anthem as member them na the ECOWAS Parliament be the observer recite some for sake of the Joint Committee meeting on social affairs, gender, women empowerment, person living with disabilities, political affairs, trade, legal affairs, and other committee them as they be meeting a free tongue for talk about the parliamentary approach where the committee also go use for safeguard street speaking them and the 15 member states them. Inside a statement for sake of this meeting, the head of Salon delegation to ECOWAS Parliament, Honorable Veronica Kadisi say, welcome member them na Salon and tell them about the importance of this meeting.
It is therefore our sincere hope that during your stay, you will not only engage in productive deliberations, but also experience the rich cultural heritage, hospitality, and vibrant spirit that defines our nation. Distinguished guests, this meeting comes at a critical moment for our sub-region. Children living and working in these street situations remain among the most vulnerable members of our society. They face heightened exposure to exploitation, violence, hazardous labor, substance abuse, and limited access to essential social services. These realities demand our collective attention, strong legislative action, and coordinated regional responses.
From this statement, it be reached time for make cabinet minister them make statement inside this program. When the talk, the Minister of Social Welfare, Melrose Cummington, say a ministry don't do plenty in them for address challenge them with picking them the face na the country, more na the area of drug abuse.
In Sierra Leone, we have taken significant steps to strengthen child protection. The landmark one, the adoption of the revised Child Rights Act of 2025, marks a milestone in aligning our national legislation with international and African standards. Beyond legislative reforms, the Ministry of Social Welfare has established a rehabilitation center to rehabilitate and reintegrate victims of drug and substance abuse, including children, ensuring that vulnerable young people receive psychosocial support services and pathways to reintegration.
Na Salone, the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs, na the government body wey responsible for make policy them wey go make pikin them life better na the country. So, inside this joint meeting with committee member them na ECOWAS Parliament, the Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs, Dr. Aissata Mahoy say, a ministry don't make plenty law them for protect pikin them, but say for address more of the challenge them. The authority for make sure say young people themselves get voice and governance.
My ministry has developed a national strategy to address issues of children in the street situations between 2022 and 2024. The strategy identifies 3 strategic interventions to address this issue. Prevention through awareness raising and behavioral change, enforcement of laws and implementation of policies, institutional strengthening and coordination. My ministry has begun the process of crafting a national safeguarding policy that will establish clear statutory protections for children in vulnerable circumstances. We are working closely with UNICEF and other partners to establish a national monitoring dashboard that will track cases of child exploitation and vulnerability. This evidence-based approach will enable us to respond swiftly, allocate resources effectively, and hold perpetrators accountable.
When they talk inside this joint meeting, the Speaker of Salone Parliament, Honorable Sengepo Solomon Thomas, said the team for this meeting come the right term as in say among the member states them plenty picking and they wait up na street, and this according to them don't show the lack of better social protection when not in place for picking them na the region. So in say if government them na West Africa for able to improve the life of picking them, the ECOWAS Parliament for adopt some of their recommendation. Yeah.
I propose that our deliberations consider the following proposals. 1. The development of a regional legislative model on child protection. 2. Strengthening of cross-border mechanisms to combat child trafficking and exploitation. 3. Establishment of a regional monitoring and evaluation framework to track progress. And 4. Promote investment in education, vocational training, and family support systems. We must also recognize the importance of data. Evidence-based policy making requires reliable data on children in street situations, without which our interventions risk being fragmented and ineffective. I wish to reframe the narrative and let me make this very clear. Children are not the problem. They are the promise. The presence of children on our streets is not a failure of those children. It is a failure of systems that must be reformed.
The ECOWAS Parliament gets but 115 seats them among 50 member states them, and for Salone, both the opposition and government bench get representative them among the 115 seats here. Abdul Kagbo, na the leader of opposition at the Salone Parliament, na a member na the ECOWAS Parliament. And inside this day 1 joint committee meeting, even participate, even when party don't tap for participate na the Salone Parliament. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Nachongo Jalo.
Well, the program where they listen to that Good Morning Salon where they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As we read one power headline and say today inside the program, we will talk to the Executive Director for the National Sports Authority, Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi. We will talk about what the NSA think about the sacking of the Salone head coach Mohamed Kalon and all that thing then. We don't the happen at NSA. Well, for that, I want to welcome Mohamed Kalon at the I want to welcome Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi at the program. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon, Dr. Abdullahi.
Thank you very much and good morning, listeners. Good morning, Sir Dion.
And Seth, we get now the program, the first SLFA President, Thomas Brahma.
Thomas Daddy.
Thomas Daddy Brahma, we go talk about the role way SLFA play for the contract to Mohamed Kalon during the term we in have been president for SLFA. Well, for that, I want to welcome Thomas Daddy Brahma at the program. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon. Thomas Daddy Brahma, good morning.
Good morning, the people of Sierra Leone.
Okay, continue for the between at the program when you come over to Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullah. Well, the National Sport Authority, na government body, where government will set them up, we're responsible for regulate, develop, and supervise all sporting discipline in a salon, where them be established and through the National Sport Authority Act of 2017, and this body be begin operate inside 2019. But for no waiting at the work where they don't they do for CC then get ranked to different sporting discipline at the country, and say for no waiting at their own role or waiting and think, but the sacking of the Leon Star head coach Wena Mohamed Kalon. And for sake of that, we get Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullah in the program. Once again, Doc, good morning and welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, and good morning.
So before the National Sport Authority is responsible for CC they regulate, develop, and supervise all sporting discipline in the country, and football na one. So let we come. You there today for talk about waiting the role we wanna play or waiting wanna think about the sacking of Mohamed Kalon. Before we talking about the sacking of Mohamed Kalon, the National Sport Authority, for listeners them out there, waiting about a role we wanna play for say Mohamed Kalon gets this job.
So thank you very much. So the National Sport Authority, they just like what you say, now the agency where they regulate sport, all sporting associations, no matter which sport it is. So as you know, the football now one of the biggest sporting disciplines in Sierra Leone. When we come out, and I'm very happy that Mr. Thomas Daddy Brahma, then where I see him on the banner, I was very excited because him being there and witness to all everything happen. Who come out play the AFCON, the World Cup qualifiers, where Sierra Leone failed for qualifying. We get several meetings in which, from the National Sport Authority, we impress on the president then and say, look, I mean, it seems like something is wrong. We need for change leadership in the team. We agree on that. The SLFA, you will explain that. The SLFA decide for do a headhunt. They look around among the coaches in Sierra Leone. They called Mohamed Kalon to an interview under the technical committee. We approve them, then the EXCO committee approve them. They called we and them a meeting. We impressed on them that there was need for change because we failed for qualify for the World Cup. We ended the meeting, negotiated with Kalon, and they verbally agreed with him and appointed him as a coach. I was also at the unveiling ceremony where they unveiled him, and he began for work as a coach of Sierra Leone. So then they now a young role, now a major role then they for playing.
So during NTM and they already explaining their engagements they them be sign any contracts, you've been seeing any contracts for Mohamed Kalon when I hate we get Mohamed Kalon and lawyer self they or una be they don't see any agreement
now Mohamed Kalon and the contract issue between for national team coaches, not to SLF and no more they signed contract.
Okay.
Now a tripartite contract. When we come now the NSA this month they make me 2 years now NSA. We now don't sign any contract with any coach. But contracts get in two forms. You get an oral and verbal contract, you get a written contract. The contract means if you offer somebody something, they accept them, they begin for work, you give any consideration, it means they get a contract. Now, in terms of written contract, we will always try to negotiate the other terms of the contract. So there has been no written contract between NSA and Kalon. I don't know between SLFA and Kalon or between government and Mohamed Kalon, but there has been a verbal agreement that he was coach of the national team and they don't work for 13 months before then second.
So Dr. Abdullah, you say this and for let us sign contracts with coach now it's tripartite we get different players there we get for Dede. They don't talk say Mohamed Kalon, you know aware of any written a verbal contract. So how we for be done like waiting at the right thing, the right step way for do verbal contract accepted for
everywhere,
any coach?
Everywhere in the world.
Okay.
Verbal contract accepted for mega contract, for multi-million-dollar contract. So there are mechanisms in which you do contract. Again, there are many other things to really talk about because everyone wants for shift this discussion to contract. It's not. Law no shift this conversation to contract. Mohamed Kalon was recruited by the SLFA. Then Brian Kantowi, we accepted him. They begin work. We they negotiate for finalizing written contract, then sack them. And then recruit them, and then sack them. And when they sack them, they have not said to you people or anyone that they sack them because you're not being a written contract. They not don't go anywhere and say they sack them because you're not being a license. They say they sack them for other reasons. So why is it that we're making the conversation about contract? They sack him, then say for disciplinary, internal regulatory issue. So it's not like because there was a written contract or because there was a verbal contract that made this happen or that made that happen. No. Even the SLFA in their release or in their letter where they self-released, where they sent to Kalon, where they released to the public, they did not say it was about contract.
Right. Now, Dr. Abdullahi, one thing we people only concern about still get for do with the contract, and you mentioned say now verbal contract. Would that actually me pronounce this verbal contract? The former president.
He's here.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. From the NSA point of view, waiting the bottleneck we make them not be able to do a written contract for.
So there were a lot of issues. Firstly, and I listened to the Minister of Sport make a lot of allegations. All of them untrue, right? And there are minutes before me here, which I will read. When the SLFA appoint Mohamed Kalon, we just did not go to SLFA and accept the appointment. We are all involved in the process because this now waiting don't happen. It has to be the SLFA, the Ministry of Sport, and us. The Ministry of Sport, in most of the conversations, the Director of Sport, Mr. Arun Koji Nainden Sen, he was there when the negotiations were going, when Mohamed Kalon present in development plan, when he present in team we want for work with. The SLFA give Mohamed a request way put out, which is you get free hand for appoint you backroom staff.
Okay.
So after that, we started negotiating. Mohamed made several figures negotiations. Now this amount I want, now this I want. We start breaking it down. They negotiate back and forth. It took us a long time on that. At some point, I called the president of the FA, Mr. Daddy Brimer. I said, we have to pay these coaches well, make them deliver. I said, waiting on the comparative analysis across the region in the pay coaches. I said, because Kalon is asking for this. And what did they ask for? We're not able to forgive him. He came back to me and said, so and so and so. We start with Kalon again and say, at this level, now this we're able to forgive. In all of these conversations, the Minister of Sport is fully informed. Let me read a minute from the 3rd July 2005. Now this minute, now leadership meeting will hold between the ministry and the NSA. 3rd July 2025, last year. This minute, now the Ministry of Sports, they take them, and then they write them. We then can we read them, then we approve them. Now, under the coaches' side, now the minister, now in the chair of the meeting, the chairman asked the executive director how far he has gone with the contract of the national team coach, Mr. Mohamed Kalon. The executive director told members that he was still working on it. He was to meet with the finance secretary of the Ministry of Finance to discuss it. Now, action point. The FS was supposed to be met and conclusion of such matters. Now, this is now 1 minute of a discussion we'll get where the minister was fully briefed. There was second.
And Doc, we get for come to them.
No, I'm coming. I'm just moving to the process.
Okay,
now,
because we get for come with the allegation and
yes. So the conversation is the SLFA appoints the coach in consonance with us, in consultation with us, but not we they determine because now then they advertise, not them. So in this conversation, we'll get all of this where they want for shift time. So it's not about shift, it's about contract. It's about hiring and firing a coach, and the public is asking why.
Okay.
Let us stick to it.
Okay. So quickly before we go over to the first-time president, we not almost Daddy Brimer. You talk about things that we Kalon made ask for, especially we get for the with payments. Witness the amount we Kalon made ask for initially.
We Kalon come. It's we say, look, I get UEFA Pro license. I have a job offer in Liberia. If I have to come here, I have to be paid well. They asked for several figures. These figures are now like where you did negotiate several figures from $70,000 to $50,000 to $20,000 to $30,000. Every time we had those conversations, the minister is briefed.
Okay.
I will brief her that this is where we are. Now, there one thing will happen. We broke down. We make this conversation delay. But before we even, I want before let me say this. Then I will say something why we get all of this confusion now. When this conversation don't go on with Kalon, the minister summoned a meeting, now in conference hall, he say one for be briefed. We all went there. Then we tell and say in the meeting, we say we don't negotiate with Kalon for the last 3-4 months. We don't stick at $20,000 per month. We say we think say we're not going to pay down there. We still try for breaking down. They say okay. He said we're gonna continue for break. As soon as we left that meeting, the next day, it was on social media. Now this is a very unethical thing. We have negotiated with Kalon for 4-5 months. It did not leak. As soon as we went to the meeting in the Ministry of Sport, yes, in the PS and the Director of Sport, there was breaking news. You all saw it. Breaking news. Kalon demanding $20,000. We had not even agreed.
So they come out.
But you would think we were discussing for months at NSA. And when we discuss Mohamed Kalon's salary, it is not me alone. Me, the deputy director, the director of institute. What I want to bring to on a notice and the general public, I want to bring to on a notice what in the act say. The NSA act say the minister for provide policy regulation on the appointment of coaches. I can read down the verbatim in terms of Article 35 of the NSA Act. It said the minister shall provide regulation for and policy on the appointment of coaches in Sierra Leone. For Momika NSA, there's been no policy, no regulation.
Okay.
So all of this way, they try to put the blame on the NSA. If you had done your job, if you had done a policy and say when you want to when you want to appoint a coach, if you advertise now 3-4 days and the time frame this, we will not be here. The act is here; it's clear. It gives the minister enormous powers. One of those powers is for do policy regulations on the appointment of coaches. It's not a Leon style; it's a coaches for national team in Sierra Leone.
So, Doc, one quick one before cancel we other studio guests. So, because of the policy and regulation, we're not there now, and the no day now that don't bring come the problem. What they say
all of this way they see. So, it's the problem is there is no directives. There is no directive way. This is what they call statutory instrument. Statutory instrument, not you not for crown or parliament, not for do nothing. You just do. We write them, we adopt them, then we follow them, right? If you have a ministerial directive on how we should go about coaches, we will not be here. How we fire coaches, we will not be here.
Okay.
So we are here because there are no directives. So the SLFA appointed and they fired without even telling us. That's what we see on our social media. Because the space, there is a vacuum.
Okay, continue for the with me now the program. And I'm now Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullah, we're now the Executive Director for the National Sport Authority. We're there for talk about the sacking of Mohamed Kalon as head coach and all that thing themselves with on the app on our NSA. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. So get the opportunity for be part of the program. By way I can send a text message to the number 077-981-981. Or you go on Radio Democracy Facebook page and Safe with YouTube page. The program they continue and we will bring come this edition. My name is Kabia.
My name is Usman Kamara. Inside the program, we want for Kanto other studio guests. We are the first time president for SLFA. We are Thomas Daddy Brima. Good morning once more and welcome to Radio Democracy, sir.
Thank you. Good morning.
All right. Under leadership, now in the unveil Mohamed Kalon. And the question I go ask now that within the initial agreement during and after the unveiling.
Well, you not get initial agreement in matters like this. It's a process, and I don't think I'm a host at this back and forth. So look at like say make a come explain, so salon people then go really understand what this is about. SLFA, I then get the mandates for hire and fire national team coach. The technical committee of the federation, they start the process and then they recommend to the executive committee The executive committee go agree or disagree until they get a coach. When they get that coach there, because na government get for pay national team coach, we will communicate that to the budget, the portfolio holder. When at the NSA, we don't get coach. Na so we want pay am. What you wanna say? And in that process, I remember Dr. Safar Abdullah just remind me, and I've been to go through my phone. He had asked me almost then they pay coaches in the sub-region, and a coach we get a coach of this kind qualification. And then I had to ask in CAF for a database where IDEA. I did not only send it to Dr. Emmanuel Safar Abdullah by phone, I sent it to Matthew Dingy, the financial secretary. I sent it to the finance minister, and there's a guy in the Ministry of Finance, when I know the specialist, we can look into all what they do. Sandy, if you guys want us, and that was, I'm going to quote you, Emmanuel Safar Abdullah, you said, how una want who coaches them perform? If coaches in other country they get this, then we they pay we own coaches them this amount. And then I told him, I said, Safar, that's not to me area, Dandy, not to me in a government. But waiting, I go want law we do, law we begin, law pay we coaches them in the way we go able to handle. Law will not do something tomorrow it come out of hands. And we did that. The thing I want to talk about now is, I've heard too many people saying, I don't know if not out of wickedness or out of hate, they say, Mohamed Kalon no get contract. Mohamed Kalon no get contract. Look, just waiting, I don't explain to you. The technical committee, the SIDOM, then scrutinize the situation, then bring and come to the executive committee. The executive committee approve. The approval of the executive committee, now they warrant any pronouncement. We now all not been see say we send publication out say the Unster don't get new coach when I'm Mohamed Kalon. Okay, if una they say the man not been get contract, we una don't fly the man how many games? The man don't work for 13 months. Look, I just been to look at something. May I read something for you? Please. Let me. With man them why we sabi book. Then lawyer then can get written and call an implied contract. An implied contract is a legally binding obligation created by the actions, conduct, or circumstances of the parties involved, rather than written or spoken words. You hear, sir? It's enforced based on the assumption. Sir, that there is going to be a contract and this person is going to be paid. So as to whether Mohammed be done black and white, he don't pen down or not, as far as the executive committee of the Football Association, when I then get the authority for put the coach, we don't say yes, this is not the coach, and SLF we don't announce yes, Mohamed Kalon has an agreement with.
But the same SLF executive presently, and then they around the media, they say no get contract. For example, without your Benson. So if you say you get, and then people in the media.
No, so I've just read for you. You see, it's like this in football. You know I make courts than they? You know I make lawyer than they exist? Now for make them interpret the laws. Me na layman, me na teacher. But my own common sense what I get, now I tell you, if the man no get contract, why has he been taking government funds? Anytime you fly the man, you pay him. Why they use government funds for buy ticket for the man? And nobody said nothing. Make a cut this short. This is not about contract, like House of say. This is not about qualification.
About waiting.
Now, which hunt?
On Mohamed Kalon?
Of course.
So-
Anybody, no, listen.
For Mudade?
Eh, but you know, pass you ask again, my
I
brother.
don't know, I make the
Okay,
people and they
so
listen.
the people in the listen. Anybody will stand in the way of bad fan football, people deem you an enemy, so therefore eliminate you. That's just what this is about. You not go tell me say you go tell any salon person say Mohamed Kalon not qualify for coach national team.
So why you think say then go with which owns Mohamed Kalon?
No, to think.
Okay, why you
Authoritatively,
you don't say, why you talk that say them
because
sponsor?
because when them in go Congress na Lungi,
Okay.
then they continuously they say Mohamed Kalon worked out because waiting them in they do, like waiting them they do so right now, is not correct. It's not only Mohamed Kalon. It's not only Mohamed Kalon. When they step me aside, me not to a fighting person. I rather prefer I go the legitimate way for fetch me case.
So you want to talk say this problem starts from the Congress where you be contest.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh yes, it's been boiling. Before that time, Mohammed, he just can't put in head no more now. And the minister, it's unfortunate. I've known her for a very long time. Now women they meet him, my guy. They use her for make things look fine. But let me tell you something.
What I use the minister?
The SLFA man, the way did it now. This is the fact.
Use them in a sense.
Then don't go put one and he say, contract no day, madam. I see all them people with Dr. Safar Abdullah don't pack before him for justify say no. I get minutes to the effect. You understand? That's the unfortunate part of waiting to happen. You cannot deprive a nation. You cannot deprive a nation. You cannot deprive a nation only because of ego or now waiting you want. Nine for B. Not to everybody go support everybody in this country. Let me tell you something, my sister. If President Julius Marabiu, if we been calm, he say all the one that will not support me in APC, we not the sit down here. No problem they for on here.
Okay.
So exactly, it's not only Mohammed. When they step me aside, hey, they sack Courage, then pull Mualim Komot, they don't pull Kasho as commissioner. They don't. So this is not, I want my people to understand, this is not about contract. This is not about qualification. This is not about, it's just simple. This now witch hunt, now witch.
Okay. All right. We can look at another area, but before we go for a break, according to Dr. Safai mentioned, say, na verbal, contract, wherein Yusuf don't define some of the thing them. On your own side, now you may pronounce or I may get any written document.
Very good question. I have said to you, and it's on minute, that the executive committee, when I then get the legal authority for take such a decision, now they agree, and when once the executive committee don't say this, then now we coach, we communicated that to the government of Sierra Leone, and the director of sports, Koji, he was there. He spoke on behalf of government. So me no know waiting all this day about if they no be don't get Mohammed Yates for make them reach an agreement by money business. Then are the portfolio holder and their own business and then are government. But that one way everybody they say contracts no day. Now are they against? Because when you don't agree with somebody and the person don't begin perform in duty, you need legitimate reasons for fire. If not, you for pay them fairly. That's what I was reading for you.
So talking about this executive committee during the time where you will say na them be sit down, go to meeting, agree, they define why you say Mohamed Kalon with all that get contract. The executive committee remember them now, no they now and they don't go. Wait till you been do the time where they left office for say you're able to relate to them and tell them say now this and this we don't get with the coach when I'm Mohamed Kalon. Say oh now they now una for follow him.
So let me tell you something. Let me tell you. I left abruptly.
Okay.
They illegally set me aside. So then go continue for manipulate within the happening in football.
Illegally how?
Illegally. They lied. Fabricated lies like what I'm seeing they're doing now. And football not a team for FETPA. This is not the nation's joy. When I was president for 4 years, you ever see who can sit down and how they talk about FET business? No. It starts with leadership. Hey, when the leader not good, all waiting they happy under, not the better.
So wait till you go talk, but now the current leadership not good now?
Well, then it's called command responsibility.
Okay.
If I were the president, we will not go sit down here, they talk about things we not really, it's so trivial. These are things that can be discussed internally.
So meaning say the current president not allow ladies to happen?
No, so when you say current president, let me come back. And at the correct you say the former president. I'm just the president in disarray.
Okay,
Wait,
that's
no, let me tell you, no.
You
Of
still
course,
are the president?
in disarray.
But you don't go court on
In disarray
How
meaning
am I going to
how?
go court? Are
You
they
plan?
courts of arbitration for sports, international
But
courts?
right now, when they talk about SLFA president, now, Baba, the everybody
Oh,
they talk about.
we AFRC been come, we Pakabaron go Guinea. When they talk, they not be say Johnny Paul.
So
When Pakabat say when I say they come back, Inoka,
So you don't recognize Babadi as president at this moment?
look, who young people every out and train we. My papa na teacher, my mama na teacher. I follow principle. There was a Congress. I respect that Congress. Waiting me the challenge, now waiting happen at the Congress and prior to the Congress.
So you don't expect the outcome of the Congress?
No, I respect, because I respect the Congress, now I make you see as you don't suffer,
Okay.
I go for redress na court.
Okay, continue for the with you according to the president in disarray. Continue for the with you now. The program they continue inside the program. Now not time for we take break. After the break, we come back to
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile app, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody. It let you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money na the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office. It let you not get the account number. Buy Eds Allied. Pay other bill them and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for the boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store or go to Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering value.
Cecil, do you know any shop usa I go able get quality laptop or desktop computer for buy? When I go give me wahala like the last one?
Aisha, you see this Dell computer na me hand? It don't pass 8 years from where I begin use am. It no one day give me problem. Na Palestino International in shop, na 5 and 6 Gloucester Street, na they a buyer. Not to copyright Palestino they sell, na original. You see this me plasma TV, this Samsung home theater, me standing fan and mobile phone. Every day when you see them, it's like a new one. They don't pass 8 years na me hand. Palestino don't open Palestino International Computer Shop na 3 Bojon Street Bow. Also you they get all kind computer for buy. For more, just call 076 56 5432 077 80 5898. Palestino International in Computer Shop. All team day for you.
Bloomberg Digital Banking don't come for it.
I said so. You look stressed so.
Nah, bank they won't go so.
Me sister, go digital.
Digital?
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital Banking. Just tap, click, swipe and send money, receive money, check your balance, pay your bills and get quick loans before Jacko cuts your eye.
But Abule fly.
Well, bring your phone.
Not so easy and quick.
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital, you can bank with freedom anytime in the world. Your money is safe and secure. Also, you can do business and transfer money instantly by your currency across Africa. Quick one with Colats.
Wow! As from today, call me I start to Bloombank Digital.
Aha! I start to Bloombank Digital.
Yes, na me name. I dey go tell all me party them for join Bloombank Digital Banking.
Bingo! Waiting you dey wait for. Go ahead and download our digital banking app from Google Play Store and Apple Store, or visit any of our branches for further details. For no more, you can visit we website bloombankafrica.com.
No left no, cause Bloombank Digital they make you bank
With Colat, Bloombank Africa. Let's make it happen.
Well, the program they continue and we bring come this edition. My name na Yeno Kabian.
My name is Usman Kamara.
Let me come to Dr. Abdullahi, and we will get the Minister of Sports now with studio. You also sit down, so now the Minister been sit down. The Minister been make lots of allegations towards you, and we go take them bit by bit. One part the allegation are that during the time of them they negotiate for the money, una NSA them they quote direct they say you been telling about Mohamed Kalon in contracts where he say na 40,000 Kalon be they ask for. Then when go back for go ask Kalon say they in denying that, say no one they ask for that amount of money. They be they even allow them for they in contact with Kalon. Anytime on Asido and they always say no, they always say they handle them. So now one part the allegation
Okay,
and what do you make up of that?
Thank you very much. It's good to clarify some of these issues. I don't know whether the minister they forget these days or stuff, but there are evidence for sure say the minister was briefed on the way.
Okay.
As we go. I don't read a minute of March. Yes. No. I don't just read a minute of July 3rd last year, in a leadership meeting. I read another minute of 24th February 2026. Salary of technical team Leon Star, the chairman, when the minister, informed members that she is still wondering about the salary for the Leon Star coaches. The ED stated, and me, that the NSA is negotiating with the Ministry of Finance and has suggested figures. The Finance Secretary admonished the NSA to write a letter for necessary action. This is not me, they informed the minister in a meeting. Action point. This is now within the leadership agree. The ED, NSA, to write to the Financial Secretary after the leadership meeting and make a follow-up the following week. The minister will join the ED to discuss the terms. SLFA was expected to do the contract to be represented for their opinion to the team and eventually to the Ministry of Sport and the NSA to sign. This is a minute. This minute, and the ministry write them and then give them. Now, you could see that it is not true that the minister will not be aware and not be informed. It's not just one. But after this decision, me and the minister, we went to the Ministry of Finance, to Mati Dingy, when I know the Financial Secretary. We go, we present, if you don't, I present all waiting calendar. We discuss figures, then we go back, tell we say, where you go now? Because now the NSA responsibility, not to the ministry responsibility, now part of our job for negotiate contract. I also want to bring to the notice of people and say, the coaches, as much as now SLFA, they recruit them, now employees of government. And now we they second them because now we they pay them. You understand? So before I can NSA, now NSA budgets them, they pull them the money where then they pay them. I'd say no, this is not fair. Now we get all the coaches, then they pay them from the national payroll. So when the month's done, if Safa Abdullah get a text message say they don't pay and salary, the coach get a text. Because where I come, I meet them, they pay the coach every 6 months. I say, how do you get a coach where he get for work 6 months, where Leon Star they play, we put the salary inside Leon Star budget? I said, that's not fair.
So now so it may happen.
Now so it may happen from John Keystar to Amidu. I said, we should change this. Because that's not good practice. Me not administrator. Now let's go to the other minute of February. The other minute of, let's say, March.
So before
wait. Salaries of technical coaches. With regards to the salary of technical coaches, she stated that meeting will have been held because of the holiday. It was not held. It has been postponed. Action point. The leadership to meet with the national team coaches on Tuesday, 24th March. Now, this is not story. This is a minute of leadership meetings. But the minister came here and said she's not informed. She's not aware. But she chaired this meeting. We read these minutes together. She signed on them. Now then two more they signed on me that this is final approval. Now, you could see that what she said is completely untrue. What I want to say, it is not professional for me or the minister for come on radio and talk about internal matters.
Okay.
This is not something I would ever do. But allegations have been made against me. That is why I have to clear them. All over this weekend, the minister has presented the situation as if Nami no more negotiate, and what did Mohammed say? He don't know about him, and Mohammed denied. I don't know what he and Mohammed discussed, but the NSA team, Dr. Abdurrahman Soare, Mr. Spain, Stephen Kelfala, these are people who have been there at their negotiation meetings. Not to like say me and Mohammed Kalon one game, be they discussed, right? So all of what she said about this, the minutes then I get past 6-10 minutes. I'm not reading from them.
So with
it is not correct.
So with all this way you don't talk, the other allegation again where the minister talk, if you remember during the time when we be host time all the tell us an allegation, say no nati we no say na fact and get evidence to the effect. Now that now you decide for the coach them payment. How true is that statement?
You know how long I've practiced law? 18 years. Do you know how long I fought for transparency and accountability? 25 years. Since I was a boy, this radio station was our home. Yes? I would never, ever sign for somebody. Even when they say sign for this person, put say for, I say no, let somebody else do it. Even in the NSA, I don't sign for people. Any side way, if the minister has that contract, which I have signed for Safa Abdullah and signed for the coaches, make them public. If she doesn't, it don't defame me gravely. And I will take all the necessary legal action for it, yes. I have never, ever signed for any coach on any contract. Absolutely.
The other allegation are that you ask or go tell the Ministry of Finance, say, na $40,000.
No, absolutely not.
You can tell about 15.
No. But how you been there where I talked to the Ministry of Finance? No, you were not there. How did you get that? I have not had a discussion on the coach's salary with the Ministry of Finance without the minister. One meeting I would not hold in Matthew Dingy's office. We'll go there once, Mr. Dingy been there on meeting with the World Bank, we're not able to hold a meeting. We'll go there the second time, we had a meeting with him. I have only had one conversation and she was there. I will never, listen, if you know me, you know, so firstly, I'm not a money person, right? Otherwise I will not be here. Yes? Secondly, I am extremely self-sufficient, right? Mohamed Kalon and his coaches, I tried to make sure they get better standard of contract, and it was for them. Now, what they got, what they were going to get, the proper negotiations occur. There are witnesses to those negotiations. I don't mention them. Mohamed Kalon and his coaching team were also witnesses that we had several meetings with them. From 50, 70,000, we bring a container to 15,000. It was all of negotiation, long months of negotiations. Till we begin to say, okay, the coaches, for example, when I not get bonus in on a contract. Before when I haste up, every time we play a game, when I win, when I go now get bonus, you could attest that we've never paid coaches bonus whether they win or not. I say, so this go help for later when I get more resources rather than when they pay on a huge amount of money. I don't want to go into all of these the negotiation details. You cannot, because it was long. If you understand, this when I go on a meeting, it not end on a commodity. You understand? If you look, for example, how Iran and the US are negotiating. Negotiations, they fall out, yes? But there has been no point in time where I would misrepresent figures. Kalon, we agree. We will discuss one figure today. I go brief the minister. We don't talk to Kalon, no. Now, we did. So if he say I've been not tell about 40,000, it's possible it's true because we had those figures. We don't, not 30,000, it don't stop. Not 20,000, it don't, we now. We don't count down this to this level. I briefed her all on the way. I briefed not just her. I briefed the leadership meeting as I read from the minute. Okay. Now you could see what thing don't happen, and I'm going to go into this briefly. The minister hates my gut with passion.
Who's on a meetup?
Fine, I'm telling you. That's where I'm going. Two things. First, he complained to people. When I see all of these issues, I said, what thing happened with this mommy? So I talked to people, where they talked to both of us. He said, me they overshadow her.
How?
Me they make it, me one day work. When I came to the NSA and the Ministry of Sport, there was nothing extraordinary going on there other than just supporting football and supporting organizations going up. Where I don't come, we they do so many other things. We don't draft the regulations. We don't draft the policy. Last week, we don't draft the strategic plan for the first time in a long time. We don't bring artificial turf. But this is me that leads this project. And me, the politician coming up, when we put out the release, he said me they make like me one day work. The second thing where the minister say, I don't have proof to that. He say, SLPP, they fet SLPP. The person when make the appointed as minister say, make it block me. Anything what they do, make it block me. You know the SLPP, watching them tell them, the person will make the appointed as minister tell them, now they do. And I will give you examples. I'm not going to call names. I'm going to give you examples. No, let me finish on this. Yes, let me finish on this. So for example, if I take my delegation, we go to that stadium, we'll accommodate, we'll put presidents. The next day, the minister will go there. I bring artificial turf for Kailam. As director of National Sport Authority, I asked the minister, say, when I give me duty waiver, she refused. But other footballers, them, and sporting associations, then they come for sport waivers, and they give them. She refused. I did not get it. You understand? The last time, listen, just 2 weeks ago, the minister instead 9 give basketball, the stadium for let them use. They don't play one game, they don't play 2 games. Now I say, I go Wakade. I go Wakade. I go, what is it called? Why I don't reach, they announced me. I made a statement during the break. The next morning, the minister called Ali Jazi. Ali called me the crying of phone. He said, Minister said, now one great game in Bingiwi, this and that. He said, Chief Minister said, let me not play the game.
And because you go there?
What do you infer? They played first game, they played second game. Sorry, I'm just saying to you what.
Wait, that so, will count
Daddy, you are not part of it. Yes, Daddy, you are not part of it. Now, I am saying, you could see the hate. Yesterday, that day where you don't know, you could see the hate. Safa. It's not the issues.
All right.
I was appointed to deliver. What I have done, in 2 days' time, I'm going to be 2 years in the office. Okay. What I have done at the NSA, they have not done it in 6 years since they set them up. I will talk about it before I leave here. But these are not things the way you don't talk to journalists then. So she will never like what I do. But everyone, I mean, when you say the public is there to judge, you've seen what I've done.
Okay.
What I'm delivering. And until I leave, I'm going to do what I have been doing.
All right. Continue for the with me inside the program. My name is Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi, and I'm the executive director for the National Sport Authority. As we there, we'll look into the issue of Mohamed Kalong as this being SLFA being Saka, you know.
So now we come to the other studio guests. You don't listen to waiting Dr. Abdullahi don't talk. And according to you, the sacking of Mohamed Kalong, not to any other title, but contract now which owns, and you don't talk. So talking about now SLFA. Now we get the current SLFA executive, they talk about contracts, they talk about say Mohamed Kalong. We get Benson, I want to Benson be make clear now that Mohamed Kalong go talk about in licensing na social media and some of the reasoning that they. So in all that, you don't be president na SLFA and you are the president in this area according to you. What's the makeup of all this when it come out anytime in terms of coach business? More especially Mohamed Kalong.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I've just said when I was president of the federation, when I was properly seated as president of the federation.
Now you don't sit down fine.
You know, small shake. When I was properly seated, no saloon person not go tell you say he ever hear this kind of skirmishes, this kind of noise where they go around football. And the reason for that is my leadership was very careful in taking decisions like this. At the limit, my own discussions on Mohamed Kalong, an issue. After when I say we will not qualify, we will be for don't qualify. Now the same Salon people and Badat in Guinea, Conakry. Can you imagine Salon people them go bribe referee against Sierra Leone team only for not qualify?
We don't know them people that we go for go bribe.
Wow. Would they get there? You understand? It bothered me because some of we like this country too much. You understand? Now we come back. Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi, the Ministry of Sports, as usual. President will allow deliver. President will allow deliver. You have to change the coaches. You have to change the. I know the sleep planet. Prior to this, there was Ivan Grant, living in Chelsea. They brought him. I was called to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Hey, this man is the best coach in the world. Then I said, but this man just come on another African country. What did he do? Now, corner, me and the bra, we talk. If I decide to employ you, how much will you be asking for? $120,000, $70,000
per month.
Yes. Hey, the Foreign Affairs Minister at that time, I said, Pa, but this kind of money where this man they call so, they pay all my coaches them, and we have people that are equally qualified. The thing we're heart rendering about Salone, they are shouting, "Lord, go bring foreign coach." They would rather prefer than pay foreign coach $70,000, $60,000 than for pay their own brother $20,000.
So
no, let me come. Let me make my submission clear. Okay. The Salone where we play better football, past that you with marry to go bring come, we qualify past that you with marry to go bring come. Have we not qualified for African Cup of Nations under my leadership? It boils down to leadership structure. John Kister qualified us to the African Cup of Nations. Emil, this was Bona McKinney. He took us to the African Cup of Nations under 20. Did I not qualify the female teams? We not bring trophies, come to Sierra Leone. These are all done by Sierra Leoneans. The only thing where you see them, they make all this noise for, they are looking for justification as to why they embarrass Mohamed so. That's just what it is. You, the layman self in the street, you could tell the layman say Mohamed Kalon not qualified. Let's even say if Mohamed Kalon is asking for 50,000. Let's say, for God's sake, Mohamed is asking for 50,000. At that time when Mohamed been asked for 50,000, almost Alice is been again at Senegal. I sent the database to you guys. I wouldn't have paid him that. I suggested 15,000 to you guys based on the fact that we country small, we don't get money.
So now you suggest the money 15,000?
I suggested that, 15,000. And the reason for that is Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi had asked my opinion. Almost are they paying other coaches in the sub-region, coaches will get the same kind license. You understand? Same kind qualification. How you go feel, madam? How you go feel? Only because you're not a Salone person. You qualify past this person where they want bring come, but they want pay them 3 times. In fact, the saddest part of this whole thing, Amidou Karim, just to make people understand clearly. When they pay John, I don't want to call names. John, please, I'm sorry, my brother. Let me explain so people will understand. John was taking $7,500, right? Small. But because of the love of the country, he loved his job. He worked diligently, right? They say, Salone people, I know they get blue, they go State House, they go Ministry of Sport, they say, for pull John Kister. Then we got rid of John Kister. Let me just explain this for people to understand. We brought in Amidou. When I went to negotiate the terms, NSA, the minister, they said, no, we cannot pay Amidou the same amount of money. So NSA, this na governance structure. Continuity.
No, I'm just asking.
Yes, so but the NSA said, we will not go pay Amidou that kind of amount. In fact, we want Mohamed Kalon. As at that time, the executive committee, that and then they fed Mohamed. So they don't approve.
Right. So somebody sent message quickly, said during one of your interviews at AYV, you may say they imposed Mohamed Kalon on you.
Well, I mean, you heard Safa Abdullahi said the other day that they lobbied. Listen, and that person, there's a literary device, porn, play on words. You understand? When you deal with issues like this, you have to be very sensitive as to which you they talk. Safa Abdullahi did a radio. They say, we lobbied the executive committee. And executive committee na 11 mandate. If me, Daddy Brahma, say no, you know mean nothing. Once the committee, the majority of the committee don't say that this direction would go.
So they impose on you?
No, but let me first bring Mohamed. I brought him first. They rejected him. If we are looking, my idea at that time was, if we are looking for the best for Sierra Leone, you employ the best, no? You bring in the best for the best job.
So that we terminate Amidou Karim in contract and appoint Mohamed Kalon.
Again, there is one pattern in the ministry.
Okay.
These guys are employed by government, the power. And football, na popular, na a political tool. If the country know they do well, and then they put money, they are not happy. So when they came to me to say, you know what, we are not sure Amidou is going to be able to do the job. Although I told them, no, he's on the right trajectory. Because it takes any coach at least 2 years will make you able to develop a team properly.
Okay,
no, let me come. Let me come.
No, we they come inside. Now you same one say that you be talk first about Kalona, you first scout then you know this possible where you explain how so you say Amidou Karim be then at the right track. So
Exactly. Thank you very much, Amidou was on the right track. Right? But the layman's idea. We go play today, we not win today, Leon Star not good today. Bring another coach. No, football not development. You understand? Most of the players the way they play for national team, not to how then do. So it takes time, and I give credit to the government of Sierra Leone because they give me ample time. I played over 10 friendly games for put this team together.
Okay.
You understand? Young boys at that time.
Okay, before we go break, we will come back to you like explain.
No, before you go break, make a land, make people understand.
Land quick.
You understand?
Okay, sir.
So after we don't shift from Amidou, they say now 5,000 then go pay Amidou as a probation. Maybe Kalon will come in. Amidou and Kalon are party, then we will work. That changed with directives. Okay. Bruh, who are government?
Directive from government.
No, I not read my lips. Directives come. NSA, Ministry of Sport, who are politician, who are government for succeed.
Okay.
So you take decision now, or money not there for you.
Okay, can quick one before we go. Okay.
I want to make this clear. He knows. From where in a president to now, from where I haven't seen him. I speak to him once in a while, But the truth of the matter is, we had spent about $4 million for the World Cup. We did not. And we don't dip on football. You remember me and Daddy were here in this radio where they discussed about why they for call Kai Kamara since he was a program. Oh, they argue now. We as a government, we had to deliver. Our delivery is winning.
Okay.
Me and Daddy, we had disagreed. This not to academy, national team, not to football academy. Who say you go begin say gradual. So what he say, Amidou was on the right path. I say, no, I disagree with you. I say, national team will for win. Now result, because the people want to win. The pride of the nation. So that is where we disagreed. He was very clear that I want to go this way because we don't build this team, we don't play friendlies. He told me that. I said, no, we need the result. Okay. If we go take government money, taxpayers' money, we need the result. So we had a lot of fights about it.
So this is exactly. Please.
All right, so they come back to we just want to go for a break quickly.
3
When we
years
come,
of
we can look at some
winter.
of the issues.
So
that
my
the program now Good Morning Salon, where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We'll go for a short break. When we can continue the program.
The road now for you, so you for take 10 use If you walk or they drive, you for always take care.
Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority (SLRSC) management get for nobody the way manner where some people then they take money from the public, they make false claims say now for Seka SLRSC. This nothing way then condemn bad one, and the one for let the public know say SLRSC no ever asks for that. As part of the commitment for improved service delivery, SLRSC don't make sure say the service tender across the country. This is the breakdown of driver's license by category and cost. Category A na for motorbike license normal na 660 million. Category A plus na for tricycle license normal na 660 million. Category AA plus na for motorbike and tricycle license normal na 660 million. Category B na for where you drive car, jeep, van na 1,200 million. Category C na for where you dey drive truck normal na 1,250 million. Category D na for excavator them and machine them where they dig the ground na 1,300 million. Category AB na for motorbike, car and jeep them na 1,550 leon. Category BC na for car, jeep and truck them, na 1,600 leon. Category CD na for truck and machine that wey dey dig ground, na 1,650 leon. Category ABC na for motorbike, car, jeep and truck them, na 1,700 leon. Category BCD na for jeep, truck and machine that wey dey dig ground, na 1,750 leon. Category ABCD na all the category them, na 1,800 leon. Do ya get this na you mind say the money wey you dey pay for new license na the same money you dey pay for renew your license by category. Always ask for official receipt where you pay. SLRSA they make all things bang ode and serve salon people them with respect. They want the public for report any of them kind of a thing and they to SLRSA by way for call the another number yasu +232 76 643 664 +232 76 858 635 +232 75 198 796. Now, Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority and Autospect SL Limited bring this message to you.
The road now for you, so you for take time use If you walk or they drive, you for always take care. When you follow the road signs, you go know.
Not to know the pressure me. Not to know the pressure me.
Hey! They don't do more, they don't do Then talk then do How them talk but them bang, now so then they. Or 50 or your T1.
Well, Skololo, who they don't do again?
Now PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the number one foreign exchange bureau in the country, they give all them customers them 1% cashback for every transaction where they make through Western Union, MoneyGram, or RIA.
Na indoso.
Not so indoso, nice K. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, don't 1% the game. This to them to fufu or konkoroma 1% semu, where before Jacko Kotiai, it don't ferembe. This 1%, it come for cantina cake. So you will get famul, paddy, or business partner where they send for you money through Western Union, MoneyGram, or RIA. Run go now any PC and Son shop where they all about the country. For you where they free tongue, PC and Son shop they now 16 Godrich Road Lumley, 59 Wellington Street, 31 Guard Street, 19 Frobe Road, 10 and 53 Saniabacha Street, 32 A Wilkinson Road, 9 Kuto Road, and 24 City Road Port C. For Waterloo Famulem, within a 9 A Liverpool Street, Waterloo, for Famulem where they upline, within a 76 Sky Corridor Road Corner, within a 5 Palmer Street Kabbalah, 54 Dambala Road Bo, within a number 4 Denby Street Kenema, 39 Rogbane Road Makeni, 137 Airport Ferry Road Lunge, Lagos Compound Kailaun, and 35 IDA Road, Gambia. Tell your neighbor say, PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the 1% the game.
Union Trust Bank, they are for you. If you know I am Papa Bank.
Finally, the UTB Grand Raffle draw they happen this Friday, 10th April 2026, 3 p.m. Now the UTB House Street branch. All who that be don't go collect money through we money transfer products them like Western Union, RIA, MoneyGram and BNB from we Sander Street, Kisi, Lumley, and we House Street branch, and we get raffle tickets for come for we grand raffle draw. Also you stand chance for win big for a total of 25,000 millions in prizes. First prize na 10,000 millions, second prize na 7,500 millions, third prize na 5,000 millions, and fourth prize na 2,500 millions. No waste time. Plenty winning day inside this grand raffle draw. Inside the UTB Grand Raffle draw, all man a winner.
Union Trust Bank, they are for you. If you know I am Papa banking business, no wait, make them turn.
Well, the program where they listen to now Good Morning Salon, and they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We come to with other studio guests, Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi. We still later on the thing with the minister been say, and the minister been talk about say all the things that really happen around Mohamed Kalon say now you cause them Then the minister say, like, if you don't explain the minister, una be get from the Ministry of Finance. The minister say, you know, ever go na the Ministry of Finance. Now come with the documents when Siam instead surprise and you know been get on to with all the sacking of Mohamed Kalon, asking for this amount of money, not informing them. All the minister say, now you the cause them.
No, well, I mean, I don't make a couple of things clear. One, we are in a quagmire because the minister did not provide policy guidelines.
So you want to deny the allegation saying so the cause them?
No, I mean, how can I? In fact, why I don't count at the NSA, I have straightened the NSA, develop NSA, make sure say sports develop. If you look, 2 weeks ago, less than 1 week ago, I've been there 1 a.m. in a community in Adwazak with boxing because I don't insist for play sports in the communities. I am pushing sports out there, pushing the NSA institutions. I don't draft 5 regulations where I come. Then there's an idea. Yesterday night I told somebody, I say in the lifetime of the SLFA, they don't bring 5 artificial turf, Masaya Leon. In 30, 40 years, 5 or 6. In my lifetime, in 2 years, I don't bring 3 artificial turf. 4 now, 1 they come for both school, in conjunction with the help of the president, and I bring more. So in 2 years, I've done what people have not done in 30 years. Now, how can I be a problem who is a man who is developing? Let's come back to the Kalon issue. I don't very clearly state now in a minute say, in fact, the leadership meeting, now they authorized me that the ED to write to the financial secretary after the leadership meeting and make follow-up. This is not like mandate. So the letter which I sent, the minister chaired the meeting where I was mandated to write it. And in that letter, the Ministry of Sport was copied, the SLFA was copied. How then deny say they not receive them copy, only God knows, right? I will never write a letter. In fact, the letter Ministry of Finance sent back, now because I copied them in the letter, now when they respond, then obligated for copy everybody who are copy in the letter. You understand? So it is not correct. Now there's also this allegation about where Benson can make Naya. They say then put a goalkeeper coach where they're not aware of. Now then just see a list, the Ministry of Finance, where say Kemokai, now the goalkeeper coach. Make I explain this one. And this is up to Mohammed to clarify. When Thomas Daddy Ibrahim and Naya, where they talk so appoint Mohammed, then give a blank check. Say, appoint your backroom staff. He sent me a list of backroom staff. Kemokai Kalon was his goalkeeper coach. Now I ask him, I say, how is Kemokai your goalkeeper coach? He said, you don't ever see FC Kalon get goalkeeper coach? I say, no. I said, Kemokai then they train with goalkeeper coach. He said, now we don't train. I want for work with him. I didn't have a problem because SLF will appoint him, say he get blank check. When they change, whether he changed somebody to Banju or not, they did not communicate that to us. You understand? The list where Igiwi, then we send to the Ministry of Finance. I have no interest, no reason for put somebody in name which I did not put up. You understand? The list where Kalon Giwi, then we put out. Okay. You understand? So there is also this issue about Kalon being my client. First thing is, I have not practiced law for 3 or 4 years. I haven't practiced law. Which means I actually don't pull wigs, say, I go do something else with my life. But for over 17 years, I was Kalon's lawyer. Now, I can tell you why I am the lawyer of Kalon and many other professional footballers. Most of the professional footballers, they did not go to school to the level where they can protect themselves. Me, Kamara, a lawyer. I don't act for Tete. So I, in the sector, I always come in the cushion when they buy property, help them for protecting. With Kalon, I have been his lawyer before I stopped practicing law. When I came to the NSA, I was no longer practicing law. When Kalon get issues in Liberia, he had another lawyer, not me. Right. He has, but everyone in this sector is my friend. Kalon is my friend. Kai Kamara is my friend. I was on the Truth Radio where I said, I'm Kai's lawyer. In the past. Even now, wait, something to go on, he could call me, I advised. Okay. No, it's no problem.
Another serious allegation with the reason that Leon Stambi go play 2 games, yes, and a 1 game money, yes, and on no side the remaining day.
Yeah, but he's not supposed to know. So here's the point: the NSA has its budget. The ministry get a budget. The ministry, what they do with their budget, we don't interfere. When the Leon Star go play this game in Azerbaijan, we don't request from the Ministry of Finance for let them give the players the allowances for 2 games. Then reduce the games, we play 1. When we ready for pay, me and Mr. Babadi Kamara will sit down. I said, this is the other money we don't left. This money, if they not play games, I am not mandated to give it to the players. What will they do when money left? When they write to Ministry of Finance, we return the money at the consolidated funds.
How much be left?
$69,500.
What's that money presently?
So the money is with the NSA. What we have done is we have written to the Ministry of Finance and said, we get these resources now we hand. We want for put time into installing the artificial turf. Then we did that already. The one at Tihun, the one at Matrujang. Then we see how down they go because there are no resources allocated for the one. So again, if it's not really just an issue of trying to interfere in what the NSA does or micromanaging us, did you call me and ask me with this money? I had a clear conversation with Babadi Kamara. I said, considering this one a sector, how all man the 13 self now, I am just returning this money, we put it into something else, and we move on. It is much I do about nothing, but what they are doing is, they try to raise dust. Hey, this not happening. You could see waiting them put on social media.
Say, they explain to the hotel amenity.
How?
Because I need to supervise.
How they mean it? Okay, so let's talk about this. The NSA and the Ministry of Sports, they meet every Tuesday. In that meeting, just allow me. This is a minute. Let's see how many issues we discuss. Correction of matters around annual plan, the stadium car park, public sector reform, hill station hotel, salary for coaches, cycling, traditional sport, update from the Ministry of Sport, update from NSA. Now, if you look at the update from NSA, everything we do, now the minister, the chair of the meeting, we dey brief on them. And most of these issues would at least so. Now, NSA, they take those activities.
During the meeting, you can present for
There has been no meeting, I mean, maybe 1 or 2 another. I don't read the minutes to you just now.
Okay.
I said the chair inquired of the NSA about the tennis. She stated, now in the chair, all the meetings.
Okay.
Okay, continue for the week.
All of them. Program. There are minutes, there are evidence everywhere that we meet. If I'm not there, now the DED they represent. If I did, now me and the DED, when I Dr. Soiree, plus all the directors, then they attend the meeting.
All right.
So every Tuesday we meet.
Okay. Continue for the way to inside the program. In name now Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi, and the executive director for the National Sport Authority.
Let me come over to the other studio guests. Let me talk about this Amadou Karim issue because Amadou Karim, according to you, they asked for 5,000, and Kalon, you being recommend say 15,000. 9 for pay and back and for say you come out in office and all. So how that Amadou Karim be then at the right track, you be recommend 15,000 for Mohamed Kalon and come inside, they'll get a new coach. I want Mohamed Kalon said, but you say contract the waiting at the problem and how na come about to get this.
Make a rephrase you question so people don't understand. I did not ask for $5,000 for Amadou.
No, you say Amadou Karim asked for you.
Amadou
get, but you
I requested $10,000 for Amadou. Previously, when I knew almost I'm the page on Kista, I said no. I took a fight with Dr. Kenneth Brymer. I told him, if we now make this man deliver, considering waiting other coaches than they get, now would they pay who coaches them the least? Even at the sub-region. But we pull now safety, library are not better pass free. We pull now safety, other country than Niger them. You understand? But we can make this thing look fearful. Yet, we want many people them deliver. So, when I came in, I and straightforward. When them quash me for get John out of the way, and by the way, some of them people are now in our best of friends.
Now that is so.
Madam, you see, now when you call name, no problem they come. You understand? When I talk, the one in the football space, they understand exactly what I'm saying. Those who were against John Kista, those who took me to the State House for go reports to pass at the waste government funds that Leon Star will not qualify under John Kista, are John Kista's best friends today. And John doesn't even talk to me. We say hi because he's a decent guy. Hi. You understand? So that's why they talk. Now this radio. They said, set John aside. They brought, them go bring Whitman, Ivan Grant. This is fine, but I will not do this. Okay. Now we brought Mohammed. Please, Safa Sabidande, the minister, no dande. Safa Sabidande, the minister, no dande. All waiting and they talk, so it's not about qualification. Now lie then they lie.
Alright, so let's just
about qualification. Now lie then they lie.
Alright, so let's just get things clear. Why till the time you left your office, on an get a written document?
So, of course, Safado explained that part of it. Now then are the portfolio holders. Now them they agree see. Now this government don't agree for pay. Government don't agree for pay. They consulted with me. I look at I get proof. I send almost other coaches that me they get. Now the sub-region, I send it to this Safa, I sent it to the FS, I sent it to the minister, so to make them compare. But when it came to paying our own brothers, small money, they said no, we'll go bring with money.
Conte say, according to the Minister of Sports, Safa signed the contract on behalf of Kalon. Do you think that is professional?
This one they say, do you want to ask Dr. Abdullahi for me, because the minister, the last time we did on a station, been say, Safa been tell and say, they want in one for one NSA as NGO. How to is that statement?
And this other one say, please, President, please clarify about impose on you during your tenure for Kalon contract.
And this one they say, Daddy Brahma, you don't make it clear today at the studio, say you're not president in the Sare. What do you mean by that, and what are your next action?
The last I go to, because of term for Mystic Nadwazak, is say it is clear that the Sierra Leone Football Association Technical Committee has a sole mandate to appoint the national team coach, subject to approval by the SLF executive. The National Sport Authority should avoid interference in this process to ensure fairness, transparency, and proper governance in football administration. These are some of the messages that we will start with you, Doc.
Yes, I answer most of the questions and way the person raised. I have said I want the minister to produce the document who are signed for me and signed for the coaches. If not, I take that I have been defamed. Again, let me repeat. I have never signed a document for contract or any document on behalf of any coach where I send a finance. The document we will send a finance, now the Ministry of Sport mandates me. I don't read them several times. The ED to write to Financial Secretary on the contract of the NSA. That's what I did. I sent a draft contract to the ministry. When Mohamed Kalon don't work for 10 months and the financial year they close, I told the minister, there are minutes also to that. The minister said we have to pay these guys. Once we don't agree on that 15,000, enough fear. Now I'm being talk. So enough fear for the people that don't work. We have to pay them. When I take the necessary action. And when we wrote, we copied them. We copy everybody. The second part of it is that Mystic, sometimes, and like I said, we know all how this game they play. We know who is paid to text. We know who is not paid to text. We know what you are paid to text. We have said clearly in this 2-hour meeting that the NSA 9, the SLFA 9, they appoint coach, they inform way. There has been no instance, Mystic, of Doazak, where anybody don't say, even the SLFA don't say, Safa Abdullahi or the NSA interfere in the appointment of coaches. I have said in another media that because now they're in decision, we lobbied them. Nobody has interfered in the appointment and the sacking of coaches. Even as we speak, we have said this is not about contract, it's not about anything, it's about the fact that Kalon was sacked. Kalon is hugely popular and people are asking questions. So, Mystic, I know that it's possible they've told you what to write and text, but it is very clear here. Yeah, we know this game. We've been on this radio for 20 years now. Yeah, we know who texts on whose basis. So please, Lord, not they try for this. Are national issues. This is what I have said. Football is bigger than anyone. Football, they employ young people. It creates fun for Sierra Leoneans. Even the journalists, them, we now. It's very difficult for Lord get people and really standing up for the truth. Lord, just remember for once that those young boys and girls on the streets need a future. Lord, be honest. Lord, promotes them. What I have done at the NSA, please, make I just round up on this, maybe.
Yeah,
yes. I am 2 years this month. On the 15th, President Bill appoints me as. I have done excellently well. 4 artificial turf. 1 don't get installed in Kailan. The other 2 is being installed in Matrujon and Tune. 5 statutory regulations I have drafted. Then they to the ministry with the work on and for pushing. Last week we finished the strategic plan for the first time for the ministry. We just don't do the national sport policy where all man they holler for. For the last 6-7 years it has not been there. We've done that. The NSA has been upgraded to the point where even our directors now are paid better than they were paid. The same thing with Daddy Brahma, they talked just on air. I came to the NSA, our directors were the least paid. I said, no, they should be paid like all other directors in the public service. So we have upgraded the place. When they sent me to the NSA, they said it was the dumping ground. Right. I have transformed the place. It don't become a point. This is a country where you cannot do well. Me not to Dr. Bangura and law school where they run away. No, I am not. I am going to put the fact out there. I get minutes, document to the effect that every action that I took was instructed, that the minister was informed every step of the way.
And
you
the
understand?
minister been say, as we round up on a quick one, the minister been saying go all meeting Tuesday and be confirmed as then go make sure say them pay Kalon in salary and he be say with all waiting get if the team lead to that he go make sure say then take this to ACC.
Yeah, so how much in the pay
Kalon?
So
ACC,
how much in the
you
pay?
back go present the evidence there to the ACC.
How much he said in the pay Kalon?
No, he said then go sit down and talk by tomorrow.
Because we have agreed on waiting with the pay Kalon.
So what about the ACC?
I have said, I've said here today, if she has proof that I signed for Kalon and the coaches, make it go to ACC, make it producer. If I did not, I am going to take all the necessary legal action to protect my reputation.
You said they go courts?
No, I've said what I have to say. Now, my point is that we when they come into the public space for do well, now we then the harass. The NSA was dead. Nobody then say, NSA not better. I have cleaned it, put it up. Now they say, when I block them. The truth of the matter is, let's say this. I have expressed intention when President Bio declared to run for the flag bearership of the SLPP. I will run for it. Nobody will stop me from doing it.
So
except, that is what is happening. I mentioned that earlier. Okay. Now, I have been in this country for 20 years, working for civil society, working for government. You understand? I have worked and served the SLPP. Nobody know they intimidate me into that, right? What they're doing is throw Dotip and Safa Abdullah because he's a clean candidate. You know, they part of the camp within the SLPP. Lord, make it look dirty. We'll block and they say, they use sport for promote. No, when I've been saying, enough for work, enough for being minister. When I told you, I one directorate. Now we clean them. When I say, no, when I block and they back. They reduce our budget, they cut it to 0, to nothing. When I go out, go get artificial turf. Even the artificial turf, me on contact. Now I go get 30 artificial turf. From where I come with them. Nobody has joined me to bring them. I go to President Bio, he helped me with something. I go to them, Baboya, them man, they over, they help me with something. I am still struggling to bring it because I believe in performance legitimacy. Okay. If you don't perform, the people will not want it. Let me just speak let me speak, Usman, let me clear up. Let me just speak truth to everyone who is plotting to try to defame me. I'm going to run for the SLPP flag bearership. I will not stop. I leave NSA today. I'm going to set up a secretariat. I start running around the country. The only thing we don't hold me down is because I want to do sport. Otherwise, I am going to run for the SLPP flag bearership without anybody in coalition. President Biona, no more. We all do wait for late declare. We will
find time. We will come for can talk about your aspiration and other issues. Them over to you, first time president for the.
No.
President in disarray.
Yes, refrain.
You get
anyway, this is getting very interesting that Dr. Safa Abdullah wants to be president. Now I see who say all them problems here they come out. But that's not my talk. Waiting I want to make Salon people them understand. It's only one Sierra Leone. A small country will get. If we continue fighting like this, it is not Madabio's problem. Of course, it was never unless by Kuruma's problem. It has never been Ahmad Tijan Kaba's problem. It has never been our leaders. It's us. That's why people Kabak in the talk that Creole English, people then they laugh. Salomon get bad heart. People are not going to understand until you day in the circumstance where they see them very clearly. But tell me, for God's sake, tell me, are they limit this topic this discussion on Mohamed Kalon and SLFA deliberately, because that's what I understand very well. But you want tell me, see, you want can pay with man Oputu, but you know able to pay your own brother. Mohamed is Euro Pro. Mohamed don't play the highest football in the world. Apart from presidents of this country, Mohamed Kalon popular past any other Sierra Leonean. All what you can pay the man for disgrace, for embarrass him, with lies. Right. How can you say? Anytime I look this, me, I'm not a worried person in my life. I don't really care what people think about me. But waiting the money me pass all. Have you been Ishabi Mohammed? The guy doesn't even talk. All what that man loves to do is football. Me, you go come, when I under sweat me say pass a presidency as a 8 na my big brother. I go sit down small. But when you do that to a man like Mohammed, the nation go rise, eh? And I will encourage Mohammed because of this advantage we didn't take pana. Luckily, at the talk I will say all man the because of this kind blatant advantage. If you know one go court, if you know want to make them pay him all that 3 years money. Again, company we play football out of this country, they all together, then they push and go cast. Because this is so deliberate. Okay. This is, give me some time, please. This is so deliberate. How can you embarrass the nation's icon? This man is Sabi play football past you. There Sabi ampa football past you. He qualify past you now. They will embarrass the man. Only because, not to me be the support, or sometimes not to me be the support. He walked out of the Congress saying, this is not correct. This is not good for our football. And the result, that's why they pull me aside, that's why they go hit me in a cell. They say, I don't. And look, these guys are doing things with impunity. Then they do bad with impunity. When I hold me, when I say me don't eat FIFA money, then me forget, say, 3 weeks or 1 month down the line, FIFA been just can't do audit. And at that time, Safa Abdullah, this one we sit on here, now maybe don't pre-finance the games then. He been get for give me money. So when I went to the anti-corruption, and they told me, they say you don't eat money. I said, but when I get for pay me. So how me go eat this money now? Negative plus or minus how? So these are some of the things that Sierra Leoneans need to understand. Right. The sacking of Mohamed Kalon not get nothing to do with qualification. It not get nothing to do with contract. That's why I told you about an implied contract. Okay. When once the authority, we get the authority for issue or grant permission, in our case, the executive committee of the Sierra Leone Football Association, we don't grant that authority. The SLFA writes that letter. We're going to feel we unveil the man 2027. Benson Bao was there. Okay. You not get no reason why you not pay the man. All
right.
If you want to sack the man, look, with my land, SLFA get every right for sack Mohamed Kalon. What makes Salon people their heart warm? Now the flimsy excuses within the give. You get every right. If me come and say, "Bo, I don't want to work with you. I don't want to work with this man." You know what? I before pay you 3 years, they pay you 1.5 years, they pay you 1 year. I want to bring my own person. Would I go ask you a question? In my own case, I was unfortunate. When I wanted Sierra Leoneans employed one that we don't play football for him, I mean to Karim them. They don't kick. Improve the standard of living for these guys. Pay them more money. If you are bringing in Mohamed Kalon, the man get Euro Pro, he don't play the highest level of football. Pay him well. It became a problem. Okay. Now they want to bring foreign coach. Good luck to that.
Plenty thank you for joining inside the program. In name na Thomas Daddy Brima in the Plenty thank you for joining inside the program. Same way so we get the executive director for the National Sports Authority, Dr. Emmanuel Safa Abdullah. Plenty thank you guys for joining inside the program this morning.
Thank you very much, Usman. Thank you. Thank you, viewers and listeners. Please, people of Sierra Leone, football is bigger than we all. We have to make it play. We have to continue to do it. The NSA now one of the most transparent organizations, all of which in the talk show on the streets, when they try for defame me about it's not correct. People who know me in this country know I stand for what is right. I stand for transparency. I don't transform the National Sports Authority in the sporting arena. Okay. Thank you to everybody.
So my last word, Fambulem, when I wait to listen waiting at the say, when I was properly seated as president of Sierra Leone Football Association, when I not ever a fit, not to become problem they not been deal, but I used my managerial skills to suppress everything, run football for make Salone people to enjoy football. Mohamed Kalome, nobody not lie to Unasi, he not qualify, he not get contracts, he not this. The only reason why they sack Mohamed now witch hunt. And me, Thomas Daddy Brahma, I will encourage Mohamed. Ain't not to possibly defeat his child. I go encourage him for fight for him right. Thank you very much for listening.
Inside the program, well, I have good cutting off the program. Good morning, Salou. We come to you live from Where the Democracy 98.1 FM. Plenty thank you to the production team with support from Adeyemi Jackson this morning, and plenty thank you to DJ Kema for the technical support. May Kamara Bangura make on civil live on Facebook. So to meet another time, my name is Usman Kamara. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
Continue to listen to this fine frequency. That's